Guys, can you calm down, please? Thank you so much, guys. You bloody legends, you. Thank you so much for the subscriptions. I'm still getting ready. What's with you guys? You know, I'm running my stream, okay? Here I am, running my stream, like I should. And you guys decide to drop bombshells on me while I'm not here. Freaking rude. I'm still putting clothes on. Jeez. I'm not. I am getting myself a beverage, and I think I'm ready. Am I ready? Hey, DAG, you ready? Yeah, I'm pretty ready. All right, cool. Well, let's do the thing. What thing? The Walking Dead thing. Oh, you know, the other thing you've done is you have made it so you can hear your own voice twice. Hopefully everyone else can't. All right, one sec. See? I'm not ready. Not ready at all. Except the love. Psh, make me. There we go. All right, done and done. All right, here we go. Hello, everybody. Good morning and welcome. My name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to DAG vs. The Walking Dead, the game where I play myself in the world of the AMC Walking Dead universe, thanks to Free League Publishing and their role-playing game by the same name. You guys take on the role of the titular, I guess, world, as you guys help me overcome challenges, present me with challenges, and many, many more cool, wonderful, and amazing things. Yeah, my name's DAG, and this is it. This is where we're at. So good to see so many familiar faces here. Let's just give a quick shout out and hello to all the cool people that are in chat. First of all, we see the one and only Schooly Eye here. Good to see you, my dear friend. Thank you for taking the time to be here today, and of course, thank you for the sub bomb and our new friends that you have brought into the channel as well. Padfoot, yes, you are here again, my friend, and it is always good to see you each and every time. Laura Bones, my dear and amazing friend, I hope that you are doing well. I hope whatever time of day it happens to be, or bizarre time of evening, you're doing well. You're doing happy. Cass, I did see that you were lurking a little bit away. Always a pleasure to see you, my dear, and I hope that you are also in the highest of spirits and in good health. Speaking of good health, Tony, I hope that you're doing well, my dear and wonderful friend. I hope everything is going super, super well for you. I hope everyone in Clan Tigger is doing incredible. You have all my love and all of my support. Mwah! Hope you're doing amazing. Quick shout out to those who got the gifted subs. In case you didn't know and you happen to be just listening via audio, Scottish Jeff, Zaya Wolf, Camino Samurai, Rough Cut Kiwi, One Shot Questers. Look at you guys all getting these big old sub things. Well done. Congratulations. You're a bloody legend, you. Mythical Turian, always good to see you, my dear. How are you? I hope you are doing well. Yeah, I hope you're doing spectacular. Jay Spites, you bloody awesome, amazing person. Thank you so much for your sub. Thank you so much for the gift of friends, the gift of even more friends here, helping us push that hype train into a level 3 hype train, and of course the big old supple round biddies that came with them. You bloody awesome person, you. How are you? I feel like it's been a while. Yeah, what's your highs? What's your lows? What's going on? McClover, always a pleasure. I hope you're doing well as well. I hope the family's doing well, included as well. And I think that's everyone that we've seen so far. Yeah, that's everyone that we've seen so far. Boom, getting towards midnight. Woo, that's the whole thing. Yeah, fair enough. Some toothaches, but you're taking care of it. Oh, that's good. Don't follow my advice on this. This is not medical advice from DAG in any way, shape, or form. Please, please, please understand that. But when I had a toothache a while ago, I used to gargle whiskey. And I don't know why it worked so well. I mean, obviously, probably the proof of the alcohol or whatever. But it used to really help with my toothache. And I don't know why. I never drank it. I just kind of like sloshed it and swirled it and spat it out. But yeah, it worked a charm. Worked really good. Because I couldn't get in, because I had to get a emergency surgery for it, and I couldn't do anything about it. And so yeah, that's what I did. I home remedied, and it was actually really good. Actually, you know, I don't know if it was just because I was pissed off my face, but you know, it worked well for me. So there you go. Couple of announcements. Let's do announcements. We don't do announcements on this channel. Rain is clearly rubbing off on me. Choo-choo! Yeah, we got that hype train! Hype train boy! What do we have? We have a level 4 hype train. Thank you so much for the 13 gifted subs, the 300 bits. You always blow me away with your kindness and your generosity. What the hell? We have little GG peeps. I love GG peeps. Peep them GGs, yo! And the tiny little present. Oh, that's cute. I love those. Those are amazing. I like those. Yay! I was saying, announcements. Yes, announcements. What announcements does DAG have? Announcement number 1 is next week is the Careful Cantrip Season 3 launch, where I will be playing my titular character over on that channel, having a great time and doing the awesome things that we do. I am truly missing that game, and I cannot wait to be back and playing with my fellow cast members, with the folks in CC. Yeah. Announcement number 1. So, Wednesday morning for me, Tuesday evening for the folks in the US, some bizarro time of AM on Wednesday for you folks in the UK. But yeah, that's what's going on next week for that. Number 2, now this is nothing to do with RPG or anything I'm doing on the channel, but for those of you who are, from the era that I'm in, did you know that City of Mist City of Heroes has made a return to the public scene with a legal license being given to a small guy who's basically making a small server for the City of Heroes, City of Villains. All expansions, everything is unlocked. All the events have been unlocked as well. It's free to play, and boom. It was freaking, yeah, it's awesome. I used to play it as a kid, and I'm kind of keen on getting back on it. I'm not gonna lie, I had that MMO bug bite me really hard this morning, and I was sitting there, and I was so close to being like, oh, maybe I should just go play the game and not do The Walking Dead. And I was like, whoa, where'd that come from? And I was like, oh, man, I used to be a shit kid. I used to always do that. I used to blow off everything to do MMOs. That, WildStar, World of Warcraft, oh, man, yeah. Darker times. Anyway, so yeah, City of Mist. If you're keen on City of Mist, or if you ever played it, yeah, it's free. It's available. Do I have a link? Here we go. It's called Homecoming. There it is, and I'll post the link there. Boom. There. Anyone who's interested in City of Mist and wants to get back into it, there. That's where you go. You just click on the getting started bit and off you go. What else? Oh, we have a new Patreon game that is now opening up. So we do have some limited seats. I think we have 3 seats remaining for anyone who wants them. It is on actually at a decent time, for some people, in the UK. It is 9 p.m. Australian Western Standard, which is GMT plus 8. So 9 p.m. my time, which will be like 9 a.m. on Sunday, maybe even a little earlier depending on where you are in America, but around that time for the folks in the US, and it's in like the mid-afternoon on Sunday for the folks in the UK. So anyone who's interested in joining me for a campaign, Schoolie is going to be there, as well as OG Lava Kitten and an older individual who used to be one of the Patreons for the Wednesday game. Charles will be joining us again. So there you go. So anyone who wishes to, yeah. Anyone who wants to, you can. You can totally join McBluff. It's middle of the day on Sunday. You can do it if you want to. Obviously, no pressure. Okay, I think that's all my announcements. Pretty sure that's all my announcements. Yes. All right. DAG versus The Walking Dead. I'm not going to lie. I'm not entirely sure what we were doing last week. I believe we were traveling across the Nullarbor, and we had come across this guy. I don't remember what we did with him. Dang it. Scully, help! Same time as DAG reads. Yeah, so definitely it's the same time as DAG reads. Yeah. Yeah. OG's playing. Neil can get his revenge. Yes, absolutely. Hold on. Let me do a quick thing here. Nobody listen. Boom. Sword, and now specialist sword, and I now that's my level up. That's always like just a given, right? No, that's my thing. He's Mazza. That's his name. Yep, cool. All right. So, I got it. I know where we're at. I know what we're doing. Nailed it. Haven't been there in a while. A recap would be really welcome. Yes, done. Okay, we're going to be doing it. Kids ganged up on us. Yes. We were ambushed by the kids, and that's kind of where we're at. Mazza and his kids. And training to agree to kids fight. Yep. I got it. I know where we're at. Okay, let's do the music. Oh my god. Why am I sneezing so much? Okay. Ooh. We didn't name the kids. All right, very well. In which case, chat, if you would like to, you can name his children. All right, here we go. So, without any further ado. Last time. Quieter. Last time on DAG versus The Walking Dead. DAG had bid farewell fondly to his beloved partner and to those who were fortunate enough to travel via aircraft across South Australia, heading towards Sydney. Well, heading towards Adelaide to resupply and then to Sydney onward. DAG, however, volunteered to travel by convoy, traveling with the last survivors of the small town of Kalgoorlie, in order to try and bring them hope and unite the groups in Sydney as well. Heading down, following the roads, things became treacherous, to say the least. An old and abandoned town offered some salvage, but very little, and supplies were a concern. Upon the journey, another individual was seen. An individual that you can see here called Mazza. Now, Mazza seemed like a very capable individual. He was by the side of the road, taking care of some dead wildlife. When we approached and offered him a ride, scorching sun and all that, it's not very good for most people. So we wanted to see if Mazza needed help. But it turns out Mazza was more than capable, as a small group of children, Mazza's children in fact, came out of the woodworks in order to try and protect their father as well as potentially ambush us. After a brief negotiation, we managed to convince him and his kids to travel with us. In exchange, pretty much the conversation went that if Mazza ever did die, if something did happen, someone would need to look after his kids. Someone would need to train his kids to be able to survive in this world. And Mazza had seen me use a sword and was, basically keen on having his kids learn from me. So that's where we're at. We know the 3 brothers and a little sister. Yeah. All right, so that's what we need. We need 3 boys and 1 girl. Names. So, throw them out there and we will add them to the chat. Okay, where are we at? Now, the sound of the Jeep now joining the convoy from behind. Mazza's large 4-wheel drive roars behind the group as they continue along the path. It is here that DAG gestures the convoy to stop for a brief moment. As they do, the members of his car, who are, let me just open this up here. Where is it? Here we go. That one and that one. All right. The members of his convoy inquire as to what it was, why they were suddenly stopping. This is Dan, old Dan, Yasmin, and Blake. I think we put Eric in the other car because Eric was the drunk. So yeah, as they ask what the hell's going on, DAG says, "I just need a minute," and I leave. I get out of the car, and I walk just a little bit off the road. This is dangerous, I know, but the reason I do this, I've never been to the Nullarbor before, and I quietly think to myself that in this very, very brief moment, this will likely be the only time I will ever see this site. This is the only time I will ever find myself here on the Nullarbor, one of the world's straightest roads. By the time I ever get back here, the whole world will have changed. This road that was once maintained will likely just crumble to ruin and leave nothing to be behind. We might even be the last people to ever travel on this road. And so I wanted to take a moment. Just take a moment to sit here and appreciate where I'm at. Oh, Schoolia, I totally didn't. Yes, the Walking Dead stream, by the way, is a donated stream. Guys, if you feel like it, please do feel free to donate and help us build our funds towards Gen Con. Because we are heading to Gen Con this year. And if you would like to, there are a number of ways you can interact with the game. For $5, you can grant a reroll, which gives me the power to reroll my dice. I didn't even go over the rules of The Walking Dead. But yeah, basically I roll D6s. Black D6s represent the stats and skills that I use. So if I'm rolling, say, in a endurance check, I would roll 3 black dice for my strength, 1 black dice for my endure, and then if I'm stressed out, I roll red dice, which would be 3 red dice for my stress at the moment. If I roll a 6, I get a hit, which is good. And on my stress dice, and only my stress dice, if I roll a 1, something complicated happens. So that's the game there. So rerolls are super useful in this game. They've got me out of many scrapes, and they're $5. For $15, you can summon a custom walker. This can be a unique encounter, or it can be something traumatic for me. For $30, you can increase the threat level. Right now, the threat level should actually only be should be 0. There are no zombies out here on the Nullarbor. But increasing the threat level will, of course, bring zombies into the scene and pull things forward. Or you could potentially give me the ability to scavenge and look for supplies. You get to give me an item, and chat gets to tell me what else I get to find through random dice rolls. For $50, you can design and create an encounter that will happen in the game. We had an airplane crash for one of them. We had a fire start for another. There are just so many encounters that have made this game just amazing. So yeah, $50 for an encounter, and $100 you can either summon a walker swarm, or you can design an NPC to join my entourage. So there you go. Okay, thank you so much to our dear friend Mythical for the $10, and to our amazing and wonderful contributor Schoolia for the $5 donation. I presume that we are going for rerolls, so let's throw them in there. Rerolls, so we are now on 5 rerolls. There we go. Okay. So what names do we have? We had Steve-O. Alright, Steve-O. We had Lance. I liked Sophie. Sophie was a good one. And I need 2 more boy names. Neville. Ooh, I like Neville. And another boy name. We already have an Eric, so I don't want to use Eric again. Let's see. One more boy name from the chat. Gary? Gaza. I like Gary. Alright, Gary. Gary's a good one. Done. Alright. So, those kids are now up there. We've got them right where we need them. Matt. Oh, you know what? I actually do like Matt. I like Matt a little bit better than Gary. Actually, I like it better than Neville too. So let's go Gary and Matt. So Steve-O, Lance, Gary, and Matt. That makes sense. I like that. Okay, and Sophie. Done. Okay, so as I take a look out on the Nullarbor, looking at the road and seeing this wide, long stretch as far as the horizon runs, I'm going to take out some spray paint and I'm going to spray paint the floor. As I do, I'm going to write down in the floor with the spray paint, I'm going to write, survivors headed to Sydney. Don't give up hope. And I'll leave that message behind. I don't know how long it'll last, obviously, but, you know, hey, if people are making their way and are surviving, maybe they'll know where to go. I'll get back in the car, and we'll continue to drive. Yes, we've got 4 brothers, Steve-O, Lance, Gary, and Matt, and 1 girl, Sophie. And then Mazza, of course, himself. Okay. Now, as we continue onwards, the conversations are scarce, and I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret here. I am not good at long drives. I tend to fall asleep. I do. I don't know what it is. Every time we've been on a long drive, I just, like, pass out almost. Like, the rocking, the motion of moving in a vehicle is soothing for me, and I'll just fall asleep. Instantly. It doesn't matter what position I'm in. So, with that knowledge that the DAG has fallen asleep likely, what is an idea that you guys might have for what suddenly awakes him from his slumber? Now, right now we've got 2 vehicles. One is the family car that we're in. The second is a longer kind of a bus kind of thing. It's like a truck. And then we have the Jeep that belongs to Mazza following behind. Oh, it could also be the photosensitivity sun hitting me. Yeah, I reckon that might be it. Because, you know, keeping my eyes closed is better, and then you just drift off. Matt draws something on Dag's face. I like that. That's kind of cool. Ooh, bugs. Bugs is a good one. I like that. Feel your arms starting to burn from the sunlight through the window. That doesn't bother me. I've done that so many times. I've actually, I don't know if you can see it, but I actually sometimes get a tan. And that's my tan line, where it'll actually tan where I've leant against the window. Tickle of a pen drawing a mustache on you. Okay, all right. I like this idea. It's very wholesome. So, let's change the music up a little bit. All right. So, as Dag drifts off into slumber, he remembers the old life, one that seems so distant now. Barely a couple of weeks since the end of the world gripped this countryside. He remembers his life as a streamer. He wonders quietly what happened to all of his fans and followers. Were they okay? Were they still alive? Did they still tune in to the channel now that the internet was back? Should he start streaming again? Questions he pondered. He also thought about the his other games, the other players at his tables, the kids, his friends. He found most of them, not all, but most of them before he left Perth. He couldn't help but wonder what happened to the rest. Are they also leaving? Will they come this way? Will they see his message? He feels something tickling the tip of his nose, and he sort of brushes it away. And sure enough, it happens again, and he kind of, again turns over. As he sort of feels another tickle, his eyes shoot open. And he awakes to the sounds of giggling as two of the kids, Sophie and Matt, have begun drawing on his face. There's a moment of irritation and annoyance as, with the brand new spruce mustache, DAG awakens. Basically he says, "How did you even get in this car?" But the two of them giggle and laugh, and they said, "Oh, we had to stop for a bathroom break, and they were feeling a bit crowded, so they jumped into our car." Old Dan, kind of like chuckling to himself as he watches the playful scene. Old Dan, by the way, being this guy here, is very much an enabler to the scene of getting drawn. But right now he's the one driving and at the front of the group, at the front of the convoy. Sorry. But as his attention is momentarily drawn, all of a sudden there is just this horrendous sound. It's hard to describe. It is almost like the sound of a violent rain as it pours down suddenly. But it's not rain. As the front car, which is us, strikes what looks to be a swarm of insects. Just the windows are just pelted like bullets by thousands and thousands of insects that immediately hit the screen. It makes it almost impossible to see with just the spray that hits the front of the vehicle. There is a quick moment where everyone quickly grabs on and tries to hold on as the windscreen wipers are desperately trying to clear whatever muck remains on the windows. It's even impossible to look out the window at this point because you'd be just letting a swarm of insects in. Okay, what do I do? I tell, I'm gonna radio in. I'm gonna radio to the others. I'm gonna tell the others to slow down to 10 kilometers. We're gonna push through, but slowly for the time being. That way we're not gonna run into each other or lose each other in the convoy. So that's what I radio in. I'm gonna go with you guys. You guys tell me. Having radioed that into the other members of the convoy who have walkie-talkies, do they listen? So our car has hit this wall of bugs traveling at, freaking 150 or whatever insane speed we're doing on the straight road, right? As we've done that, the other cars are behind us. Saying leadership. Okay, leadership it is. We can do leadership to convey a message. That is 3 empathy, 2 leadership, 3 stress. All right, let's do it. Let's see how we go. Okay, not bad. That is 2 successes, no failures. So with 2 successes, we are looking at, let's have a look here at the Walking Dead rule sheet that we have here. There we go. A highly unlikely check. So, these guys we're traveling together. It is likely they would, it might be difficult because they might be panicking, but I don't think it'd be highly unlikely. So, yeah, but exactly, Schoolia. Trying to make sure that I can be heard. So, the radio pierces the sounds of their panic, and they do indeed begin to slow down. While the bugs aren't causing as much of a problem, I also tell them to wind up their windows, don't go outside. We don't know when we're going to come out the other end of this, but don't panic. We're all going to be there, and at least if we're traveling slowly, we're going to be able to... we're not going to crash into each other. So, here's the question for you guys next. How big is this bug swarm? How long are we traveling inside of this swarm of insects? We're going at 10 kilometers per hour. So, if it's a 100-kilometer stretch, That's a 10-hour stretch of bugs, basically. Which means we have to, like, speed up if we want to get through it. Wasn't one of the cars a flatbed with... Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, no, the dogs. We get radioed in from the other vehicle. From the other vehicle... let's see, who is it? Danny. So Danny is... do I have a token for Danny? I don't have a token for Danny. I have the, well, oh, actually, you know what? Let's say, let's say that it is... Where is he? Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it as well. I need to delete that. That's long gone. Nope. Oh, I didn't save that one. Dang it. Okay, never mind. I will... Oh, wait, there we go. Eric. Boom. All right, Eric. Eric, who is on the other car, he says, Dag, there are animals and livestock on the back, and they're being attacked by the bugs, man. We can't go at this speed. We can't go at this speed at all. A lot of food, a lot of dead bodies feeding around the country. Probably big. Yeah, that's true. I reckon it's enough to cover fields. They're trying to move with us. Oh, okay. Good question. How fast are, let's say, locusts? Oh, wow. Locusts travel at 16 to 19 kilometers per hour. Damn. That is fast. Swarms can travel 5 to 130 or more in a day. Wow. Okay, that is... Okay. That is fast. Shit. Well, I'm going to make a survival check to see if that DAG knows about it, because this DAG had to look it up, obviously. Okay, 4 wits, 1 survival, 3 stress. Let's see if I know this. No success, complication. Complication, I don't know how fast they're going. I think the extra complication is that they are actively attacking us, so they are actively seeking the food from the cart. They are attacking the animals and the livestock. Okay. I am gonna run. I think... Okay. Okay. Hey, guys, hang tight. We're gonna increase the speed up to 25 feet, okay? Sorry, 25 feet. 25K. Yeah, just do what you can. Moving up to 25K. Because I feel like 20 to 25K is pretty much what you go next. As we start to, the bugs are still there, and Eric is now panicked, and says that this is the complication, that they haven't been shaken, they just grabbed onto the car. We need to move faster than this, because we're not going to get out of the swarm. God damn it. Okay, look, yeah, look, just keep going, and I tell everyone to move aside. I'm gonna climb, into the back of the wagon, and I'm going to, say, look, when I give you the signal, pop the boot, okay? And I'm gonna, like, move the kids over, and, move Yasmin over. I tell her to give me a hand with the middle, seat to help pull it down, and as I pull it down, I crawl into the boot from the interior. I get out my my WD-40 and my lighter, or my box of matches. Yeah, I get my box of matches out, and I'll say, okay, now the boot opens up, and as it does so, I'm gonna sit up. There's these the sound of like the bugs is deafening. There's just the sound of the swarm in all directions. I look behind and see where the other car is, and as I do so, I can see the swarm over them. I radio in. Okay, guys, I'm gonna try something. Don't panic. Just keep going straight. You guys are doing okay. The bugs have swarmed over the windscreen. They're pretty much everywhere. Every now and then there's this swash of blood from the bugs that reveals the face of the drivers of each of the cars. As this happens, I'm going to basically just start spraying WD-40 in like a cloud kind of area, like just in front, and then light a and then keep, while holding onto the spray, light it up and ignite it, which is going to create like this trail and an explosion of fire. So let's do a leadership roll just to see if they can keep it together while I try to scare off some of these bugs. Two complications. First complication, the wind is too strong, and unfortunately, the WD-40 is not effective. Because of the speed that we're traveling, the gas disperses before it can catch fire properly. So what I really do have is just a small flamethrower, which isn't enough to do anything. Which is a little embarrassing as I'm sitting at the back of the wagon trying to look cool. The second thing is, as the bugs are causing a problem for the visuals, guys, you get to decide. Does my car, does the car with Eric and the other survivors from Kalgoorlie, or does Maz's car suddenly leave the road? Which one of the three cars leaves the road? My car, the survivor's car, or Maz's car? Roll it. I mean, you guys can roll it if you like. Happy for that. I'm gonna say two cars. Oof. Two cars getting too close. Okay, we can do that too potentially. Panic. The wheel turns at the last minute. Ooh, I love that. I do like that. All right, we got a call from Maz's dice. Maz's Jeep. All right. Okay. Maz's Jeep gets too close to the hatchback behind. As he does so, he quickly turns to try and avoid the impact and collision, and veers off the road. A smoke cloud filled with these bugs suddenly lifts up behind them as I see them leave. I hear the sound of the kids as they call for their dad. I tell Eric and his group, hey, look, get into the left lane, follow the road, keep going ahead. You're gonna take the lead of the convoy. Try and lose those bugs. Doesn't matter how fast you go. As soon as you've lost them, pull off the road and wait for us. I then tell Danny, who's driving our car, to pull over into the right lane. I need to get off. He will do so, and I will make a break for Mazza. Danny turns to me and pretty much is as you'd expect. Are you crazy? He's in a Jeep heading into the middle of nowhere. You lose sight of him, you're gonna lose sight of him for good. He gets back on the road and heads up. You're stuck here in the desert, and you're as good as dead, man. Yeah, no, I'll be fine. I've got the walkie-talkies, and he's got one as well, okay? Here, I give him the last of the walkie-talkies. Let me just check here. How many do I have? 1, 2, 4. Yes, I give him the last of the walkie-talkies. And I'll say, okay, we'll see you soon, all right? In any case, just wait for us wherever the bus is. We'll be there soon. And I jump out and I begin to run after Mazza. Now, Mazza is screaming like a bat out of hell, and the locusts are still swarming. I use the WD-40 and I use it to try and keep them at bay. We're gonna do a manipulation check as I'm trying to keep these creatures away from me. Three empathy, 2 manipulation. Yeah, the walkie-talkies, like, actually finding those walkie-talkies in the security room at the university, that's been such a useful tool. Alright, 2 successes, 1 complication. So, absolutely works and keeps the bugs at bay, but not for very long. The complication is my WD-40 has finally run out. Or should I say my bottle of light? Actually, no, that'll be my, I don't have my WD-40. I should have been using my spray can. So yeah, I'll use my spray paint. And my spray paint runs out. There we go. Spray paint runs out. WD-0. Yeah. There we go. Done and done. All right. Okay. I'm gonna move. Actually, I'm also gonna leave the bow and arrow in the car, just so everyone knows. I'm not taking the bow and arrow with me, or the hunting rifle. Actually, I might. Yeah, no. I'll leave the bow and arrow. I'm gonna leave the hunting rifle. I'm gonna take my bag with my rations in it. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna go about it. I don't want to take too much with me. I want to be able to survive if I need to, but I also want to I don't want to be bogged down or held down by the rifle and the bow and arrow. All right, I begin to run. Let's see if I find where Mazza is. I'll keep radioing it in, radioing to try and contact Mazza. So, wits and scout. 4 on my wits. 2 on my scout. 3 on my stress. As I call out across the radio. 1 success. Oof, but here's the question. Is 1 success enough? Chat, let me know. Is 1 success enough for me to have located Mazza? I will tell him, yeah. Hey, Mazza, sound your horn if you can hear me. Come on, buddy, let me know that you can hear us. Yes, that is enough. No, it's not enough? Ooh, okay. Based on that, yes, you find him. Hey, no worries, J-Spy. It's off school supplies. Hopefully you'll be back by the end of the stream. Good luck. Don't let them pesky zombies get me. Well, I'm gonna try not to. All right. All right, there's the sound of car horns. And I can hear them in the distance. I tell him I'm on my way on foot. Just, can you hear us? Mazza radios back in. Yeah, I can hear you. Where are you? I'm just heading up now. I'm not too far. Are you still being swarmed? Yeah, they're everywhere. They're surrounding the car. Look, just park her up a bit. I'll come help you out. All right. Let's see how long it's gonna take me. It'll take me. I was gonna roll a d6 and say 10 minutes. Yeah, about let's say 5 minutes per. Oh, of course it would be. So that's 30 minutes. It's gonna take me 30 minutes to get there. I'm gonna make an endurance check to see if I exhaust myself before I get there. 3 strength, 1 endure, 3 stress. Hey Strife, how you doing? No complications and no successes. So I am exhausted. I think I'm gonna translate exhaustion to I'm gonna take a penalty until I can rest. Just a -1 penalty till I can have a proper rest. But inevitably, after about half an hour, I talk back and forth to Mazza, of course. I eventually find this mound where the Jeep is. The Jeep is covered, absolutely covered with bugs that are clawing and ripping into the supplies. As I approach, I don't have my spray paint anymore, so I can't make a flamethrower. And how do I get through this? There's so many bugs. Lighter fluid. But that's literally just setting the car on fire. And I do know that car fires are some of the worst fires out there. Oh, but the smell. The smell will there's no, there won't be any branches big enough to actually soak the lighter fluid in. The nullarbor is flat. There are rocks, and that's about it. So I think when it comes down to it, if I wanted to, oh, I can use my sword. Do I have any fabric? I don't have any fabric either. Dang. Okay, this is gonna be hard. Hey, Wolver Connie, thank you so much for coming and joining us. We're playing DAG versus The Walking Dead, which is an alternate universe in which I am embarking on a quest to try and survive The Walking Dead by AMC. The game is by Free League Publishing. It's a D6 system. And right now, I am in the middle of the Nullarbor, a vast desert to the south of Australia, trying to help a friend of ours, Mazza, who we've just met, and his kids, who are in a vehicle that was with our convoy that steered off the road, went into the desert, and is currently being swarmed by locusts. So I'm trying my hardest to, well, I found him, but now I need to get rid of the locusts and figure out how I'm going to do that. I have, oh, well, hold on, let me just save this real quick. But I have pretty much everything you can see on the character sheet there, minus the spray paint, because we used that already to try and deal with the bugs, and unfortunately we ran out as we were fighting them. Vaguely remember how soap water used to control wasps' nests? Yeah, no, I do remember that, but I also don't have soap water, I imagine. I have first aid supplies, the bandages. Oh, bandages. Yeah, that's true. Would you in chat say that if I use the bandages from my first aid supplies, that would constitute using my first aid supply? What do you think? Yay or nay? If I use the bandages to, say, wrap my sword, douse it in lighter fluid, would that count? Oh, actually, true. There might be some rubbing alcohol, so I won't need to use my my lighter fluid. Yeah, okay, fair enough. If I'm gonna go that route, then yeah, let's say that I make it through one use of the first aid supplies, and as such, I now have a flaming sword. All right, now. As I wrap up my sword and I set it ablaze, I'm gonna make my way over and try to attack the swarm as I make my way forward. So we're gonna make our attack with our sword. So that is 3 strength, 3 close quarter combat, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 dice. Flame blade. Yes, that's right. You can take the DAG out of the D&D, but you can't take the D&D out of the DAG. I get 4 extra dice for my bonus with my sword because I'm a specialist with a sword, and 3 stress. All right, here we go. Now, if I roll 6s on my dice, that counts as a hit. If I roll 1s on my stress, we complicate matters. So let's see how we go. So I rush up. Damn, that's what I want to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes. No complications. Like a freaking champion. So, as I rush forward, flaming sword ablaze, I begin to cut into the swarm. They immediately swarm and attempt to attack me, but what I do is it's kind of like where rather than like making attacks to stab and cut, what I'm doing is I'm creating these flaming arcs, and instead of like just swinging the sword around, what I'm doing is every now and then I'm hitting the pommel of my my blade. So as I'm swinging down, I'm stopping the momentum very, very sharply. So what it's doing is, as the momentum goes down, carrying these alcohol-soaked rags on fire, they're suddenly stopping the blade before it hits and spraying that alcohol over the bugs. As it does so, these bugs are catching on fire, they're setting other bugs on fire, and eventually the swarm starts to dissipate as I'm swinging the blade around, and every now and then just to kind of create these giant plumes of fire. The kids on the inside, so, you know, we had tons of success, so this is gonna look epic. The kids on the inside are like, whoa, Dag's cool. And Maz is like, okay, yeah, sure, but, you know, does he have a shovel? But yeah, the locust will bug out, and it'll basically definitely be a case of, like, the kids went from being like, oh, I don't really want to learn how to use a sword. What's the sword gonna do to help me out? And then, you know, the kids watch as this freaking neo-freaking samurai from Australia comes down and just blows away this swarm of bugs with fire and a blade. And as I come through and walk over, I just sort of like have that moment, you know, the samurai moment where you like swash the blood over, but it's fire. So, you know, and there's this wheel of fire that appears next to him, and they're just like, whoa. So, yeah, and then I'll you know, sort of walk up and undo the bandages and be like, hey, you guys okay? Maz is like, yeah, we are now, mate. Good work there. Didn't think we'd be able to shake him. If we kept going, we might have ended up completely lost. You happen to know the way back? Yeah, I can still see the trail. If we're quick, we can keep following it until we're back on the road. Fair. Go on, kids, scooch over. I get into the car with the kids as well. This is with So we had Mark and Sophie in the car that I left. So this will be Steve-O, Lance, and Gary who are here as they make up room. There isn't enough room at all, so Gary sits on Lance's lap as we're there. Yeah, I undid the bandages and cleaned the blade off as best I could. I'll use what little fabric remains in the first aid kit I expended to just clean and make sure that there isn't that very strong alcoholic smell. Alright, now the tough bit. Now we need to navigate back to the road. Okay, let's see. So, navigating back to the road, we're going to go with wits of 4, survival of 1. I'm going to say that I've done the Good Samaritan thing. Again, chat, you guys take on the role of GM. So, is this something that triggers my Good Samaritan and lowers my stress? Let me know. Also, guys, I know I forgot to do this because we were in the middle of something, but, guys, please go check out our dear friend Wolverconnie. Wolverconnie is an incredible streamer, a wonderful talent, and just an all-round good bean, highly supported by DAG. They do gaming streams over on their channel, and they are also a cast member over at Perception Studios, who is also a channel of dear friends of DAG's. I hope that you're doing well, Connie, and yeah, I hope I'm going to Gen Con this year. I don't know if you've got plans to go to Gen Con, but if you do, it'd be awesome to be able to bump into you, if obviously that's a thing. And yeah, I'm hoping to also spend a little bit of time maybe in LA as well. So I might pop down to the studio, say hi to Danny and the boys, and yeah, see how things are going. So yeah, that's the Gen Con saving up thing that I'm doing. Alcohol can cause rust, and soot can absorb blade oil. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Trying to plan for Gen Con this year. Fingers crossed. Well, my fingers crossed for you. I'm definitely hoping to see you there. Because it was awesome getting to see Corey. I mean, my God, I loved hanging out with Corey. My biggest lament was not actually just finding a time where I could take Corey out for like a coffee or something and just hang out. Yeah, you know, I only saw her at like the one big party that we were at. But yeah, you know, would have been cool. All right. Hey, OG, welcome in. Okay. So, the moral compass. So everyone is going with yes. So we're going with yes on the moral compass. Yay. I actually like the fact that a moral compass actually gives you a tangible benefit in this game. For me, that's great. I love that because real life doesn't give you that. It doesn't give you that. So it's nice that, you know, when you do good things, you kind of get rewarded for it in a way by like stressing out less. Sending much love. Got a dash. Catty catch like, yeah. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and whatever you happen to be doing, please do so in the best of spirits. We'll talk very soon, Connie. All right. So now, the car. Let's see. Survival check. That's what we were doing. Okay. So 4 on wits, 2 on scout. Actually, let's go with survival because that's gonna be the primary thing, and 2 stress. Okay. Here we go. All right, 1 success. Now with 1 success, given that the tracks were only just made within like a half hour to an hour, there'd definitely be a trail to follow. Once we lock onto it, we begin to make our way following it. Following it carefully and cautiously, we eventually come back to the road. The swarm has obviously followed either the convoy or us, and so we are going to follow that through. I say that until we hit the swarm, we can probably go to speed, and we shouldn't catch up. We should catch up with them pretty quickly. If we see the swarm, we'll slow down because it might mean that they're still in it. Otherwise, we'll yeah, just keep going at this pace. Let's see. We travel for the better part of like maybe 6 hours, and as we do so, eventually, not 6 hours. That's crazy. What am I saying? Just looking at our map of Australia here real quick. Where are we headed? Okay, so right now we have gone past Norseman, and we have made it onto Fraser's Range. So we've cut through the mountain. So yeah, we're cutting through the mountain. That's where we're at. Okay. Cutting through the mountain, eventually we find the convoy, and everyone seems to be safe. We need to keep moving to get past the Dundas Nature Reserve and onto Fraser Range. But that looks like everything's gone pretty good. All right. I wonder if there's... Oh, yeah, there we go. We can... Oh, man, we can actually see this map. Hold on, let me see if I can share this with you. Because this looks just amazing. There we go. Boom. Alright. I wish I could share with you exactly where we're at, but there is the map that we're in. So, Kalgoorlie was up here. There you go. So this is Kalgoorlie. This is where we came from. So this was the hotel and stuff like that over here. So we traveled south along this pathway here. And look at how red Australia is, by the way. Crazy. As we did so, we ended up at... No, we ignored the processing plant. We went to Norseman, which is here, maybe? Kambala? Oh, I took a wrong road. Hold on. Oh, no, that was the right road. Oh, I didn't even realize Kambala was a thing. So this would have been the abandoned town, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even realize there was a mine here. But yeah, Kambala. Yeah, cool. All right. Yeah, that's probably likely where we would have stopped for some supplies. Continuing down. Eventually reaching... Jeez, where are we going? Freaking traveling for ages. Yeah, there we go. Alright, eventually reaching Norseman, which is where we picked up some supplies. The Norseman Aerodrome. Oh, was there a... Oh, but we don't have a pilot. Oh, it's just a flat area. Okay, yeah, just a flat area. It's fine. No, convoy's still better here. But yeah, this is where we try to pick up some petrol and the like. And then we start making our way up the Eyre Highway. We hit the bugs probably around here. So as you guys can see, just from the kind of layout, a lot of these areas here are just these like shrubs and stuff. I mean, could have probably made a torch out of it. But we'd still need something to wrap around it. So now as to where we are currently, I'd say that we would have crossed here. So roughly here, where you can see these areas, I think this is where we kind of veered off. And as we veered off, we then caught up probably... Let's see, probably around here. Yeah, I'd say probably around here. This is where we've kind of caught up. I know this is a whole lot of nothing for people, but yeah. So just bugs and the GM forgets that it can be a literal plague. Yeah, that's true. I haven't forgotten the plague thing too, so you know, we'll deal with that. All right. Heading up, eventually we catch up with the other convoy, with the other members of the convoy. We start to horn as we get closer and closer, as we wave them down. The bugs seem to have subsided, at least for now, but we have to check on the animals. Now, here's the tough bit, guys. We had pets, we had livestock, we had food and supplies all in the back during that attack. Question is how much of that survives? Let's get rid of that one. How much of that survives the bugs? I mean, you guys could say it all survived because we didn't stop, we didn't slow down, but animals are fine. Okay, I'm happy with the animals being fine. Chickens ate well. Yeah, that's true. Chickens eat locusts pretty well. 25% lost. All survived. Bigger animals have some small injuries and need a bit of care, but nothing life-threatening. Okay. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so as you guys know, there are some sheep and there are some goats and the like. They've received some injuries and you know, definitely need some TLC. The food was covered to a degree. I'm gonna say that we've lost about maybe 25% of the food in general. This includes the livestock's food as well. There is a supply concern. There was already a supply concern before, but now there's even more of one. Taking a look, I consider our options. The next town is... No, it's just a photo op area. What's the next town? Ooh, Newman's campsite. There might be some people over at Newman's campsite. Alright, maybe that's our next stop. Our next stop is Newman Rock. There at the campsite, we might be able to find some caravans, some supplies, at the very least stretch our legs. It's not too far away. Good 2-3 hours maybe from where we are. I guess the question for you guys in chat is there any pushback from any of the survivors? I'm going to say that Mazza and his kids don't, like, they don't know what, it's really funny because Mark and Sophie have no idea why, but the other kids are just, like, really obsessed with me, like, in terms of, like, you know, like, they're just like, oh my god, this guy's the coolest. And it's like, what? No, he's a dork. We drew stupid shit on his face. Which, by the way, when I was doing all that cool flaming stuff, I had, like, a mustache and a monocle drawn on my face that no one's told me about. Yeah, we can also take the time to clear the car, like, properly clean the car, too. Yeah, that's a good point. Although we don't have water, so... actually, that's a good point. Does Newman have any kind of water? The Belladonna Hotel. Oh yeah, the Belladonna Hotel's got water drums, so that might be an option. Where was Newman Rock? Was that? That was up here. Yeah, okay. We'll try the campsite first, and then we'll push on to Belladonna. Yeah, there we go. That's the plan. One of the cars could have troubles because bug stuff getting into radiation stuff. I don't think people will complain. Alright, cool. If no one's going to complain, great. We're going to get moving. We continue onwards for the next 2 hours. The sun continuing to beat down on our heads as we travel. It is getting hot. People are getting annoyed. Temperamental. There is lots of complaints. Morale begins to dip as stress begins to get higher. The smell of the bugs isn't helping either. I eventually find the mustache, and I kind of wipe it off. As we get closer to the campsite, up in the distance, we can see about maybe 2 or 3 caravans that are parked out there. All right. I don't think we're going to find much. We're going to take a small group. The rest of us are going to stay by the road. I'm going to take Mazza. I'm going to take Eric, and I'm going to take Dan. Not because you guys have Hero Forge minis. Because you guys have Hero Forge minis. Alright. Mazza. Dan. There we go. Alright, there we go. Cool. So that is our team. There you go. Boom. Chat, did Dag have a snack or something to drink yet? I've had my water. Kids probably said something like, "We like your mustache." Bloody kids. Alright. So, we begin to make our way over to the campsite. Just up on the hill, there is a small rise that leads up to where the gate happens to be. The gate is easy enough to open, and it is not difficult in the slightest to get into the camping grounds. The road is also not that long. Let's have a look at this, because this is also cool. It helps build the visuals. I wonder if they've actually got the roadside view here. Here we go. Look at that. So there's the road that we were on. Can we go that way? No, we cannot. Okay. No, there's no. They didn't track that road, but that's okay. All right. So, we begin to head down, following the road up to the camping ground. And the sound of the sizzling sands. Thought we were about to play GeoGuessr. Look, it's not hard to tell when you're in Australia. We begin to make our way up to the camping grounds. Up ahead, there are a number of large, kind of like bushes and brambles that are like nearby. As we begin to make our way up there, however, can I have chat roll me D6s, please? Exclamation D6s. While I figure out how to do this. There we go. Yeah, let's just make this look a little nicer, shall we? I mean, given that we're working with them. Yeah, that'll do. There we go. Okay. That. we go. Cool. Boom. We have map. Pretty map. Okay, getting all fancy. Yeah. All right, let's see. What are our results? We got a 3, a 2, a 3, a 6, a 2, a 3. All right, not too bad. We haven't been noticed, but this is a resounding but. All right, let's put this up here. All right, there we go. Okay. But, however, we do hear the soft sounds of groaning coming from the surrounding bushlands. Immediately, we all silence up. We know exactly what's coming. There are walkers here. If they're this close to the campsite, not likely we're going to find survivors. But thankfully, we haven't been spotted. We need to make stealth checks to go quietly. Now, 3 agility for me. 2 mobility, 2 stealth. And 2 stress. Now here's the question. We have a -1 because I'm still exhausted and fatigued from my big long run, and it's hot and it's bright. So I'm also going to lose my 1 for photosensitivity. But here's the question. Of my 3 companions, who would be helpful for stealthing through this area, and who would be a liability, as so that we can see what my dice would be affected by? Who is helpful, and who will hurt me when it comes to stealthing and sneaking up? Hearing the furious clattering of typing. The short one is helpful. Faster, easier to hide. Okay, so Eric is helpful. Okay. Maz is a pacifist. Knows how to sneak, so he's helpful. The guy with the pickaxe is Danny. Old Dan. That was the kids. The kids drawing my face. Okay. Danny would not be helpful. Okay. Yeah, Danny's a bit of an old salt, so, and I reckon his movement might also be hindered because of his age. So we'll knock 1 down for Danny. Okay. So we've got 6 dice here. 2 stress dice, 4 regular ones. Dan with the 1 arm is a bit clumsy moving around. Yeah, that's true as well. All right. Here we go. Oh, that is awful. 2 complications and 1 success. So, here's what we do. The success means that we do stealth. We do manage to get past. However, Dan does not. As Dan begins to draw attention, let's see. There we go. All right. Actually, we should probably move this. Let me get these right here. So I'm going to move that there. I'm going to move the Walking Dead map up here. Make it a little bit bigger. Why not? I can. And then let's move the NPCs up a little bit more too. Eric can go here. Mazza there. Dan over here. Yeah, there we go. Done. Boom. Starting to hide my face? Yeah, that's true. So I can put myself There. Boom. There it is. Nailed it. Okay. And I don't need the rules there all the time as well, so the rules can go down. But let's see, what threat level do we need? We need threat level, walkers close by, not aware of us. That means we're at level 3. They are nearby and they're aware of us. Okay, cool. All right, so the walkers have been made aware of Dan. No, my stress level doesn't go up because I have the ability Center of the Storm. Center of the Storm means that when my stress hits 3, I do not actually increase my my levels. So I'm pretty happy about that. Okay. However, we are going to change the tone here. No, that's not it. Okay. So, as we're sneaking, all of a sudden... the zombies begin to notice. That was terrifying. And they start to shuffle towards where Dan is. Now we have a choice here. We could obviously leave Dan, or we could potentially help save Dan. These are the options. I don't think I'd leave Dan behind. But what are the other people's choices? What are other people feeling? How does Mazza and how does Eric view going up against the Walker? Are they keen on it? Do they not want to do that? Mazza doesn't. Was Dan a butt with no useful skills? No, Eric was a butt with no useful skills. Eric wants to save his fellow townspeople. Okay, cool. So maybe Eric wants to, but maybe Eric's a bit of a coward. Can I get everyone to roll me a d6 for Eric, please? Let's see if Eric's got what it takes to go help his friend. Okay, so a 5, a 2, a 5, exclamation D6 in chat if you want to give Eric a chance. It's a 2. Ooh, a 1. All right. Unfortunately, Eric does not have it in him. There's some part of Eric that really does, you know, like he's really concerned. He doesn't want Dan to die. He's shared so many countless drinks at the pub in Kalgoorlie with this guy. You know, he was there for him and with him when the accident took his arm. There's a whole bunch of stuff. There's history here, you know. But Eric can't bring himself to do it. He is so afraid of the walkers. He just freezes. Mazza, very capable, but he knows how to survive. He's a pacifist who doesn't want to kill any of the zombies. He hangs back, stays quiet. As Dan is moving, you know, kind of the walkers making their way towards him, he holds his pickaxe in one hand. I move to go and help him, but Mazza holds me back, placing a hand on my chest. He shakes his head. Maybe he wants to measure up to me. Oh, maybe he does. Maybe he does. But, no, I don't think... I think it is far too soon for me to let Dan go. So I'm going to gesture for him to move with Eric up towards the camp. He'll kind of frown at me, like, I mean, he likes me because obviously I came out and helped him out a couple of times now. But let's see if our leadership skills are up to snuff. So 3 empathy, 2 leadership, 2 stress, 1 success, no failures. Mazza doesn't need to be told twice. He takes Eric and begins to head forward while I jump out and... do I yell out? I think I should yell out. As Dan's like, alright, come on and have a go if you think you're hard enough. And he is going to start swinging at these zombies. As I jump out, I yell out, hey, hey! You don't want him. His meat's all dry and stringy. Why don't you try something my size for an appetizer first then, hey? Come on! Trying to use wit with a zombie. Doesn't work. Anyway. So, how many zombies are we dealing with? Chat, you get to decide. I am intentionally making loud noises to draw the zombies in as they're approaching. So the question is how many zombies are there? Because I'm only imagining a couple of zombies emerge to attack Dan, but that isn't necessarily all of the zombies that are here. There are 6 zombies? Dang. Okay, yep. 6 zombies. 4 zombies. Four, 2. All right. I think 4 is our average here, so I think we're going to go with 4 zombies. So there are 4 zombies. 2 have jumped out at Dan, and another 2 have been drawn in by me. All right. Taking out my sword. I'm going to rip these zombies a new one. Oh, family at a campsite. Oh, no! I have a fear of zombie children. Okay, fine. So, yep, there's a family. It's a family. Ah, shit. So I'm going to take a -2 penalty because there are 2 children here. So, 3 strength. 3 close quarter combat. 3 strength. 3 close quarter combat. 4 added to my sword bonus, but -2 from my fear. I'm gonna be fair too. I'm gonna also give myself a -1 because I've been in the sun for a while now. So yeah, -3 in total. Okay, here we go. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 regular dice and 2 stress dice. Okay, not bad. 3 successes, which means of the zombies... Oh, I forgot to roll 1 extra one for Dan. Let's roll Dan's one. No, no extra. Okay. So, with 3 successes, these zombies, as they step out, I am going to... I can't kill the children first. I can't validate it, mostly because I hate the idea of zombie children. I'm afraid of zombie children. There is fear here. But I will go up and I will slay the 2 adults, no problem, with my sword swinging through their necks as it separates their head from their bodies. These 2 of them go down without any problem whatsoever. Even one of the kids who I'm about to kind of swing at, Dan sort of comes in with his pickaxe and clobbers that one, leaving only 1 walker child remaining. Ugh. Alright, let's do it again. I'd say that this would increase my stress. For sure, this is increasing my stress. Oh, no, I don't want to. I don't want to. Oh, God. Hey, Classic Sam, good to see you. Welcome in. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. If you don't know who I am, my name's DAG. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. I do TTRPGs here in the Twitch space. We're playing DAG versus The Walking Dead, where I play myself in the AMC Walking Dead's universe. We're in the middle of the desert in Australia, And we are currently heading towards a campsite. Unfortunately, my traveling companions, Eric, who is kind of like a bit of a drunk who we picked up at a mining town, old Dan, who's a one-armed miner that worked in the town, and Mazza, who's a survivor who's here with his family. These three individuals are traveling with me to explore a campsite so we can resupply. Old Dan, however, drew the attention of some zombies. So while Mazza and Eric are going to explore the camp, I decided to take my sword and try to go and help defend Old Dan against 4 zombies that have emerged. I've managed to kill 3 zombies, but there's 1 remaining. And there was a family that was residing over in the campsite. Chat decides most of the stuff here on this channel, on this game. So they there was a family, and there were 2 kids, and I've killed 2 adults and 1 of the children. The last kid is killing me. I don't know how I can do this. This is going to be, like, freaking amazing. Ugh. I was just terrified in a game called Stray. So scary. Is that the one with the cats? Is that the cat game? I'm going to go calm my nerves. Go calm your nerves. Get some tea. Enjoy some tea. Have some fun. But guys, if you do get a chance to, please go check out our friend Classic Sam, the New York GM. A wonderful soul and kind spirit. Yeah, I didn't realize that game was scary. I always thought Stray was like kind of like this like cyberpunk like it's more like an art house kind of thing. If it's scary, fair enough. Or if it's stressful, you know, fair enough. Terrified, fair enough. Yeah. Well, you know, each their own. I'm glad. I hope that you at least enjoyed it. And I'm definitely thinking about getting it at some point when I've got time to play games. That's not me playing games. Some elements of horror. Oh, okay, cool. Good to know. Good to know. Jump scares here and there. Okay, cool. Well, good to know. I had no idea. I don't mind jump scares, but you know, they're a thing. All right. Speaking of jump scares. Aha, gotcha. I don't know, maybe. That's a zombie. There's 1 child baby zombie. Okay, here we go. Jeez, I don't want to. I mean, I know I could. My stats tell me that I can. But I think Dan is the one who needs to do this. I can't kill another kid. Just won't happen. All right. So Dan's going to take this one for me. So chat, as you guys are playing Dan, please roll me D6s and let's see if Dan can make the shot. Can take this kid zombie out. Exclamation D6s in chat, please. Get those rolls in. Yeah, I'll distract him. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Damn, Dan. Holy shit. I do not need to help Dan. So Dan got a 6, a 6, a 6, and then a 1. So that is 3 successes and 1 failure. Which, with 3 successes, yeah, Dan does not like kids. Holy shit, yeah. The pickaxe comes down, swings in, and boom, cleans this kid up. And of course, frees us. From our stress. Okay. I'm gonna say that I gained a stress for having to deal with the kids, but I lost the stress from saving Dan. Whew. You alright, Dag? Yeah, you know, I'm fine. I just oh man. I can't do kids, dude. Like, that's just fucked up. Yeah, no, the trick is you gotta hit them really hard in the head. Thankfully, the younger they are, the thinner their skulls are. And the pickaxe, ooh, eats through it like butter. Then, yeah, I just go over and chuck in the freaking thing. Yeah. Alright. He is a no-nonsense guy, but, you know, I reckon he's got a bit of a teasing streak on him. Most Aussies do, so, you know. Alright. Let's go catch up with the others then, shall we? Alright. We are going to continue Dan goes into some details to give me some shit. He fucking does. I bet he fucking does. Okay. Okay, let's continue. So, furthering up the road towards the camping grounds, we don't actually come across Mazza and Eric anytime soon. Not until we come to Newman Rock, which is over here. Now, chat, it is up to you. Did anything happen to Mazza and Eric on the way? Or are they fine? Are they over by the caravans waiting for us? You just see the way the arms flapped. Oh, the body that went limp, it just sort of rolled around and flapped about. It's like one of them video games, you know, when the bugs aren't working, they start twitching. Why you like this, old man? Miraculously got to relax. Hungry dingoes. Okay, okay. They had their own pair to deal with. They're fine. Okay. All right. Very well. Well, if they're fine. So, coming up over the rise, 3 caravans remain here in place. Mazza and Eric see us approach. Kind of give us the nod. All right, where to now? Well, we take each of these caravans. Search them one at a time. Search them as a group. We make sure that we do what we can to clear everything and work together. Don't do it separately, and yeah, we're in no rush. They're waiting for us by the cars. Okay, let's do a scavenge roll, ladies and gentlemen. Can I get everyone in chat? Roll me some d6s, and let's see what we find. Ooh, actually, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Maybe taking the caravan might be a good idea. We'll see what state they're in. Okay. 4 to my wits, 2 to my scouts, 2 on my stress. Ooh, 3 successes. Very nice. Okay, so we're gonna get some pretty good stuff from the first caravan. Let's pull out the good old Walking Dead scavenger book. What does DAG scavenge? Okay. Where is my weather? Nope. Wilderness NPCs. Oh, it's probably down back here. Here we go. Scavenging. Okay, cool. So, first thing we scavenge is... from Myth we have a 5, from Tony we have a 5, and from Schoolie we have a 1. So 5, 5, 1. We find 2 rations. Okay, let me just write these down roughly first, and then we can figure out what we're going to keep and what we're going to ditch. There we go. We got 2 extra rations. Two rations. Done. Okay. Then we have OG with a 3, Variance with a 6, and then McClover with a 6. So that is 3. Sorry, with a 2. So 362 is what we're after. 362. Biscuits and gravy. We got another ration, which is good. Always good to gain a ton of rations here. Then what do we have? We have kitty plushes and the like. Okay, given that we had 3 successes, can I get everyone to roll again, please? And you can roll twice if you would like to. Roll 2 more times, should I say. And everyone can roll multiple times. There you go. Alright, so we got some pretty good stuff there. I'm actually going to roll 1 myself as well. So that is 113 for me. What's 113? A celebrity autograph. I'm gonna leave that behind. You know what? You know what? It's gonna be funny. Is if the celebrity autograph I find is like I find something with Rob's autograph on it, and I just get angry and I just flick it into the wild. No. It's like, God damn it! No. Alright. Ooh, a squeaky toy. Oh, that'd be kind of cute. I like that. Okay, OG gets a 3. We have Myth with a 4 and Schoolia with a 2. So 3, 4, 2. Alright, 3, 4, 2. We find 1 ration of cheese. God damn, these rations. I mean, they're good, but I need other things. Alright, McClover with a 1, Bandicoot with a 5, and Strife with a 5. So 1, 5, 5. $155, a set of 20 different spices. Ooh, interesting. All right, I like that. That's actually not bad. Okay. I was going to say Dread autograph. All right. Hey, L Brown, good to see you. Long time. How you been, man? Type in exclamation D6 for us if you can. Give us that sweet, sweet D6 roll as we're scavenging for supplies in The Walking Dead. We're at a campsite in the middle of the desert, and yeah, we're scavenging resources. Okay, so we have. What did we just do? We did 155. So after 155, Mythical with 3, Variants with 2, and OG with 2. So that is 322, which gives us, what do we find? 322 is dried meat, a dead rat, so another ration. All right, that's 5 days rations. Not bad. All this food you find must be spoiled. Some of it will be, yeah, of course, but remember we're feeding like 15 people, so I don't think so. It's sneaking by. Good to see you. Oh, it's so good to see you. Good, so good to see that you're doing well. Because that's what I like to hear. I like to hear that my fans and my friends are all doing well. Okay. That's all we find in this caravan. Now, among the rations, I'm kind of also including water and fluids as well, only because there's no, like, actual scavenge option, except for, like, for example, here it says 2 dead doves and a water bottle count as 1 ration. So rations also include things like water, without it being separated. So, you know, the rations count for all that. So we scavenge this place. It's got a little cooler. It's got a bunch of food and stuff, and we're going to grab them. Take the esky that they're in out. It's mostly filled with water anyway, but we're going to keep the water there because we can always boil that water, even if it's ice water and it's kind of like not sanitary. We can create a water filtration system, and then we can actually create a decontaminator to use this water. Very important, especially in Australia. Something to keep the kids entertained would be nice. Is the caravan working? Yeah, let's check out if the caravan's working. I'm going to give that job to Eric. Can I get everyone to roll me a D6 as Eric checks to see if the vehicle is working? And I will roll some stress dice. So Eric is currently on 1 stress because he doesn't want to do it. 2 stress because he... doesn't know anything about cars. 3 stress because of the zombies. Okay, 3 stress is what we're going at. Ooh, it's not looking good. Okay. All right. Unfortunately, as Eric makes his way to the front of the car, he begins to pop the hood and look into where the caravan is. But as soon as that happens, we hear the sounds of a pained cry coming from the front. Acting quickly, all of us rush out to go see Eric. Shit, a zombie in the engine. No, I say shit. We left him for a few seconds. We thought we were clear. I literally was the one who said that we shouldn't be doing things separately, and I was the one who just told him to go do that. And as I go there, he opens up. He's kind of like slammed the lid down again, and by his hand, he is bleeding. There are 2 massive pierce marks that are now swollen. All 3, me, Dan, and Mazza look at each other. We know exactly what this is. Eric's been bitten by a snake. And that is going to bring us to the end of today's episode. We are going to level up a little bit. So, as always, we are going to do our experience thing. But yes, unfortunately, the snake was getting shade inside of the hood of a car, which, fun fact, actually does happen in Australia. So be careful, be aware, especially if you're out in the desert. Yeah, that shit happens, and it's, yeah, that's the whole thing. All right. See you later, McClover. We're just gonna very quickly do the leveling up, and then we're gonna go raid someone. So let's level up real quick. So 28, here it is. Boom. Tie it off immediately. Don't suck the venom out. Yes, no. We know some rudimentary stuff. So. Okay. Oh God. Okay, here we go. Experience. All right. Here are our options. Okay, cool. So, did you participate in the session? Yes. Done. Nailed it. Did you achieve something important? Oh yeah, I didn't use any of the rerolls. Oh my god, that was really good. We just freaking owned today. Especially that flaming locust attack thing. That was freaking amazing. So I'm actually quite glad we didn't use any. So yeah. Did I achieve something important? I don't think we achieved anything important. So no. Did we learn something? No, not really. Again, I don't think we learned anything in particular. This was just really travel, and we dealt with bugs. We might learn something next, but yeah. Did we explore a new area? Yes, we did. We did explore a new area, so we're going to give ourselves the 1 for that one. DAG is still afraid of kids. Yeah, that's true. Did your drive issue or any of your relationship make an impact on the session? Yes! My issue with my fear of zombies, children, definitely came into play today. So that was that. And did I hold a dearly departed monologue, which is the recap. And like I said, I do feel bad about it, but I am going to claim that one as well. Just like there's an award for claiming every time you attend a thing. I'm going to claim this one because, yeah, even though I have to recap, I'm still going to get it. So there you go. All right, so that gives us 4 experience points. We need 6 more to level up into something useful. But yeah, that pretty much covers it. All right, let's go and raid, shall we? Who are we going to go and raid to? Who is out and about? Who is doing stuff? Quincy's playing some Baldur's Gate. Let's see, who else is doing some stuff? I mean, I wouldn't mind going raiding Quincy, but if someone's playing some D&D Pathfinder from our group of individuals. Let's see. There's a few people doing some stuff. No, quite a few people doing some stuff. What is my favorite here? Oh, let's go hang out with Immersion. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Immersion Diversion, one of our lovely players for our channel. We love Immersion. There we go. He's making some maps for his Pokemon game. We're gonna go hang out with him. There we go. Why is that not raiding? Come on. Let me just refresh this real quick. Sorry, it's just having a bit of a thing. Why is it not letting me raid to him? Let me try this. Is that gonna work? Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. You can find me here a number of times during the week playing RPGs and having a great time. You are all wonderful and amazing. And if you want to check out all of our cool stuff, please do give our channel a follow. Give it a subscription if you feel like it. Until we meet again, as always, from us to you, stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other because why the fuck not? It's free. And until we meet again, game hard. Or die trying. Bye, everyone!